Let's rev it up! Because I am sure hungry for one. Help! Help!
What's up, guys? This is Dirty Yugi from Dirty Yugi and the Boys, and today I'm bringing you my first place Dogmatika Invoked deck profile. So there were 25 people at the local. I didn't finish 5-0. I finished 4-1. I lost to Infernobles in the last round, but you know, with my tiebreakers and everything, I got first place after Swiss, and we didn't do cutoff or anything like that. But you know, the deck as a control deck is a very good deck. It does the same thing. Its recoverability isn't very good. Few things is I don't play Dragoon. I don't play don't play triple tactical talents. I don't play forbidden droplets, and I also don't play Pot of Desires. There's just a lot of issues with cards like Pot of Desires, because the theory behind Pot of Desires is if you can banish 10 cards with the ability to draw 2 and have a way to play. But a lot of the times in this deck is if you banish 10 cards and draw 2 cards, you probably banished 10 important cards that helped you play. So I don't play that. Triple Tactical Talents, I don't like my opponent having to be a prerequisite to me to activate it, to have the ability to activate the card. Forbidden Droplets is a card that I would consider playing. I just think that, having to pitch a card from hand, the same thing with Dragoons. Dragoons just kind of clashes with the deck. But this is my list. It's 40 cards, like I said. Round 1 I played Salamangreat, round 2 I played Rocket, round 3 I played Dinosaur, round 4 I played Orcus, round 5 I played Infernoble. I know most of these players, they're really, really good. I just, I've practiced a lot with this deck, so I kind of just know what I'm doing. But let's just hop into it. You'll pretty much see it's a lot of the standard stuff. 3 Alistair, 3 Ecclesia, 2 Flare-Release, Maximus. I'm on the train where I don't use Maximus going first, I use Maximus going second. Maximus is really good at breaking boards and stuff like that. It helps you build advantage going second. It's one of those situations where I think siding it's almost better, but I also like having one in the main just in case I do have to go siding. Then we just play a heap of hand traps. 3 Ash, 3 Ogre, 3 Veiler, and then the Gamma package. You have to play base rares. If you play supers or ultras, you don't draw them. That's just the way that works. That's math. Then obviously the best card in the deck, Nadir Servant. Yep, worth its price tag. Then we have the 4 copies of Invocation, or not Invocation, Alistair, extra copies. Then I played Call By. I think Call By is necessary in this deck. I use it more as if your opponent has doesn't have something I can Call By the Grave is fine or whatever, because you can generally use it to get rid of resources in their graveyard. Like if you go second and your opponent has an Alistair engraved and it's like a mirror match and they say, oh, I'm an activate Invocation, you just chain this, and generally they either have to pitch one from hand or it just fizzles, and in the mirror match it's whoever has most Macabas basically. I feel like maining Cosmic Cyclone is very important because of Eldritch, and because stuff like Mystic Mine, people still be out here playing decks like that. It's 2020, it's about love, not war. Then 2 Invocation. You're not playing Desire, so you don't have to play 3. I really feel like even if I was playing Desires, I would still play 2. I hate playing 3. 3 is just incorrect in a few different areas. Then we have 2 Punishment. I think 2 is correct. I love opening this card, so it means I don't have to search it, but at the same time having a second one for late game in order to pop cards really good. Schism. I activated this card twice yesterday out of the 5 rounds. I summoned Window once. I like it. I think in theory it's really good. The math supports it, which I'm really a big fan of, but the issue is it just doesn't come up very often. Sometimes you kind of have to force it, and if you force it and it's really your only big push or play, it's just not good enough generally. Sometimes, they can do it, but sometimes they can't. Then we have the Invoked cards. Yep, obviously, this stuff's, obvious. I played 2 Titanic Clad. You can cut one. I never used the second one. Never came up once. I don't know what I would play. Probably the Fossil card instead of the second one. But generally after something as big as a 5-round event, if I didn't use 2 in any game I'd probably not get used to. Then yep, 2 Entis. Entis is very, very good. Entis is very important. Entis is kind of how you punish your opponent from using Maximus, but it's also how you progress with Maximus if you're going second. This package, obviously, you know, it's meh. I think Winda is one of the best cards in the game. I think it's one of the best cards ever printed just because it says your opponent can't play the game. But at the same time, if you really can't, you know, utilize it effectively, there's really no point. I have considered just playing the more Shadal heavy variant and just playing like Wendy's and Beasts and Squamata and stuff like that. But I also think that version might be worse than what this one is. The math literally just supports this list in a lot of different ways, whereas the math on the other version is just a lot worse. Yep, I played one Pegasus and I played Omega. Cards are really good. Then this, you know, just standard. My side deck was very meh. You play stuff because you have to. The boys. You play stuff because you have to. You play Nibiru because it's very not good in the main, but in the side deck, it's extremely relevant. It just helps you progress. It helps you regress your opponent's game state, so that they can't, you know, obviously like your board, because your board generally is a Makaba plus maybe Ecclesia or a Maximus, and if you draw really well, a Flare Release. And you need to be able to break your opponent's board. Gamma Seal, it's the one card Dragoon out. I let my opponents make Dragoon, and then I just slap a Gamma Seal, I give them a turtle, and then it outs it. They spent I don't know how many resources doing it, and then the board just becomes easier to break. I almost considered not maining these cards, but fitting more types of cards in these, but you can't really play Sphere Mode or Lava Golem because you need your normal summon of Alistair, which makes me not like Alistair because it seems like those cards are just more powerful, but this card is just better spot removal. The one Pinkertops came in very, very clutch because it allowed me just to, you know, throw it down and be able to out problem cards, especially against the dinosaur deck. 3 Dark Rulers. I actually never saw this card. I sided it, never saw it. It never came up. This is the card I would play over Droplet. I played Chalice because you'll notice I didn't play Imperm or anything in the main. I played Chalice strictly because I wanted this card to do. I want cards to do more than one thing. So like this can negate or it can bump my cards. So stuff like that. Like I played against a like before the tournament started, or I played against a what's the stupid deck? The Numeron deck, and like they attacked. I activated Chalice, got rid of something. So you know, it killed their monster. They attacked, they gained the boost, and I punishment and popped the other 2 cards, so this helped me get a play around that entire thing. Then I played 2 twins. I still played I wanted, you know, at least 5 cards for back removal. I don't like Lightning Storm right now, because the chances of drawing like Lightning Storm are below 40%, and I wanted something I could just rip off the top mid to late game and just be able to activate and have use out of it. But this is my list. Like I said, I went 4-1, 25 people. The math does support this list. There's nothing I would really change about this at the moment. There's theories I'm having with certain cards and interactions in the meta, but I need to test more to further the idea of them. But if this is Dirty You and the Boys, if you need anything, questions, comments, concerns, feel free to let me know. I'm more than happy to answer questions. I do have a little more insight than the average player because I have been playing the locals with this, and I have been testing with this a lot. Is this, you know, the best deck moving forward? Probably not. Normally the best deck's combo, but it's probably one of the better control decks because it doesn't rely on background. It doesn't rely on, you know, extra stupid stuff. It just normal summons Alistair and controls the game with negates and stuff like that. But alright, you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.